the proof of a night have seen.
We left the shop when the last track leaned soft through the glass and the chrome went dim. You had one hand wrapped around your drink and one in your coat like you needed space. Street lights painted the sidewalk blue, everything clean in a tired way. No one said much but the city moved like it knew exactly what to leave unsaid. You're facing a window, half in the rain, half in the light from a passing train. You look like something modern and low, the kind of cool that doesn't need a pose. I asked if you were heading home, you smiled like home was too direct and said, just walk with me a little, like a line that changed the whole night shape. No rush, no frame, no need to give it a name. Just your voice under the traffic hum, and the feeling that should stay till it's done. Blue hour receipt, kept in the fold of a black coat sleeve, small enough to lose, hard to leave, that's how you stay with me. Blue hour receipt, late train glow and wet concrete. You never said it had to mean a thing, still it means too much to me. At the crossing light you checked your phone, then locked the screen and slipped it down. That tiny move said more than words, like you knew how to leave room in a sound. A taxi cut the road in gold, your ring caught light for half a second, and everything I should have missed stayed inside me like a private record. I've known louder nights than this, rooms that tried too hard to feel alive, but none of them had your kind of quiet, none of them stayed this long inside. You walked a little slower when the rain came back, not enough to call it fate, just enough to make the block feel rare, just enough to keep me late. Don't give me old love lines, don't hand me borrowed heat, give me the crease in your dark blue sleeve, and the sound of tires on the street. Give me one unfinished sentence, give me one look through glass, give me one city hour this exact that I can move past. Blue hour receipt, kept in the fold of a black coat sleeve, small enough to lose, hard to leave, that's how you stay with me. Blue hour receipt, late train glow and wet concrete. You never said it had to mean a thing, still it means too much to me. Jacket I didn't wash, still in the sound of a block at 6, still in the blue that never quits.
Window seat text, half read, half left. Window seat text.
You always leave just enough. You took the seat by the glass, rain marks running past. The bus moves slow through the bridge lights, and you look better in motion, phone in your hand, one line typed, then erased before I could ask what you were trying not to send, what you were trying not to make real. The playlist slow and your earphones leaked a tiny rhythm against the seat, and somehow even that small sound made the whole ride feel more expensive. No perfume cloud and no stage silence, just your coat and your tired eyes. The city held itself in steel and blue, and you held something back from me. You never overshare, that's why I stay there, somewhere between what you say and what you leave in the air. Say let's leave the line absent. I read it, nothing in it. Window seat text, soft bass under the road we left. No one calls it anything, still I'm living in it. You asked me if I like this part of town, the side that goes quiet after 9. I says that I like the way it looked on you more than I like the street itself. That made you laugh under your breath, the kind that barely moves your mouth. And that was enough to shift the whole ride into something I'd replay for weeks. Outside the station signs blurred clean, inside we stayed in the same soft scene. No big confession, no strange heat, just the exact weight of your shoulder near me. I've seen people force a mood, try too hard to make the dark look new. You don't do any of that, you just let the night sit right on you. Give me the route map glow, give me the seat fabric cold. Give me a thumb across the screen before you lock the phone. Give me one city ride with nothing huge to prove. That's how the deepest things arrive, quiet enough to move. Window seat text, pull light on your cheek again. Say let's leave the line absent. I read it, nothing in it. Window seat text, soft face under the road we left. No one calls it anything, still I'm living in it. Window seat text, even now at red lights late, I still see that half-type line and the rain across your face. Soft exit. You always leave like that. Soft exit. Still somehow turning back. Shutters came down one by one, the floor still warm from the afternoon. A track was fading in the back, something soft with a round low end. You stood by the register light, one sleeve rolled, one hand on your back, like you were already halfway gone, but not enough to disappear. I asked if you were tired, you said just from too much talking. I knew exactly what you meant, how a room can wear you thin. So we stepped out into the service lane, where the air felt colder and more honest. No bright display, no customer smile, just concrete signs and us for a while. The best parts start when the front room ends, when the noise falls off and the real night begins. Soft exit, cold air on the backstreet skin. No drama, no big finish, still the whole night shift. Soft exit, you leave slow enough to stay with me, like the sound after the song is done, still hanging in the street. I scooted across the alley once, then the block went low again. You checked the time but didn't rush, that's what made it feel different. You had that quiet, polished look, not dressed up, just exactly right, like the city after closing, when everything gets more precise. I've known people built for scenes, too sharp, too loud, too visible. You move like the opposite of that, and somehow hit much harder. Even your silence has a rhythm, even your boredom has a pull. And the way you say I should go now makes going feel impossible. Don't give me the front display, give me the backstreet blue. Give me the second after closing, when the block belongs to you. Give me one more cigarette light across your cheekbone in the dark. Give me this low-key leaving that stays longer than it should. Soft exit, cold air on the backstreet skin. No drama, no big finish, still the whole night shift. Soft exit, you leave slow enough to stay with me, like the sound after the song is done, still hanging in the street. Soft exit, how you stay in me, not by staying longer, just by leaving clean.
Rose in the rain, soft keys through the window frame. Rose in the rain, you make the whole block sound the same.
There was a shop still playing low as we passed under the bridge. Dusty kicking all its chords, bleeding through a half-closed door. You stopped for half a second there, cup in your hand, rain in your hair, and the street felt newly tuned, like the city had found the right key. No rush talk, no overdone smile, just your gaze on the blue tile, and the way the bass held under us like a thought that wouldn't leave. The lights from the crosswalk bent across the sleeves of your dark coat, and suddenly everything simple started sounding like a song. Some nights don't need more than one chord through a door, and the exact way you turn when the rain starts again. Rose in the rain, warm low and under the train. You and me saying almost nothing, still the whole block changed. Rose in the rain, street light gold on your face. I don't need a bigger scene, this is enough to stay. Said you like when stores stay open late, not for buying, just for the air they keep. I said I knew that feeling too, how some rooms make you breathe easier. The track inside move without pushing, that kind of groove you barely notice, till you find your steps matching it, till your wig feels softer somehow. I've had nights too bright to hold all image, no temperature. This one stayed because it didn't try, it just leaned in like the song behind us. Your voice fell low when you said my name, and that one sound took over everything. Not loud, not dramatic, not sweet, just true in the most current way. Give me oats, give me rain, give me one side street again. Give me your coat sleeve near mine, and the bass under the train line. Give me one lit store at 10 with a song I'll never find again. That's enough to mark the week, that's enough to keep. Rose in the rain, warm low and under the train. You and me saying almost nothing, still the whole block changed. Rose in the rain, street light gold on your face. I don't need a bigger scene, this is enough to stay. Rose in the rain, even now I hear that phrase, and every door left half open on a wet and silver lane. Half-price morning, coffee gone cold by the sink. Half-price morning, everything looks softer than it should. The city looked discounted at 9, like last night still hung on the signs. Your shirt on the chair, shoes by the bed, no one rushing to become daylight. Yet at every truck across the lane, a low clean guitar inside the room, and that warm bass under the morning made even silence feel expensive. You stood by the kettle half awake, reading labels on nothing important. I like the version of you like that, low voice, no image, no performance. No one posting, no one naming, just 2 cups and the heating pipe. And the way the light hit the window like a scene too simple to fake. This is the part I keep, not the noise, not the street, just the almost late morning and you moving through it slowly. Half price morning, blue sky, pale floor, soft warning. No one says what comes next, still I feel it in my chest. A half price morning, warm base, weak sun, no story. I like us better like this, low key and unfinished. If I wanted breakfast like it meant nothing at all. That's the way you always do it, leave the deepest things casual. Outside the alley filled with sound carts and brakes and metal down the block. Inside the room the track kept moving, not enough to dance, enough to drift. I've seen people ruin good hours by trying to make them larger, but this one stayed because it stayed small and let the details carry it. The coffee ring on the table edge, the charger by the floor lamp, the shadow of your hand on the cup, the oats lying under all of that. Don't give me old romance scenes, don't give me candle language. Give me paper cup steam and your voice still rough with sleep. Give me one low morning groove that makes leaving harder than it should. Give me this exact not yet noon and your shoulder in the room. Price morning, blue sky, pale floor, soft warning. No one says what comes next, still I feel it in my chest. Half price morning, warm base, weak sun, no story. I like us better like this, low key and unfinished. Half price morning, that's how it stayed with me. Just by being cheap and clean.
Clean guitar city, everything cuts clear tonight. Clean guitar city, you look right in this light.
A chord came out from the 2nd floor, as we passed the glass and metal door. One clean guitar with a little chorus, the kind of tone that holds a street together. You tilted your head just a little, like you heard it before I did. And I knew from that one motion we were going to stay out later. The avenue looked newly styled, black coats moving single file. No loud colors, no fake heat, just white signs and sneaker noise. You said this block feels best on weekdays when nobody's trying too hard. I said you probably say that because you fit the city too well. Everything sharper, everything slower. When the guitar rings once and your shadow leans closer. Clean guitar city, cold glass, low groove, soft pity. No one here needs more than this, a hook, a walk, a little rest. Clean guitar city, you make the out cheap gum, yeah, and watch the bus lane empty out. A train line shook above the roofs, yeah, then settled back into the track, yeah. You asked if I still save songs for nights I don't know how to keep. I said yes for streets like this, and for voices that don't leave quickly. I've seen beauty made too obvious, too filtered, too fixed, too easy. But your kind lands different, cause it never asked to be seen. Even the way you hold your back, like you're only halfway here, makes the whole frame feel more alive, makes the whole rhythm sound sincere. Give me the guitar line, give me the clean snare hit, give me your low you tie like it almost means stay with me. Give me one downtown hour with nothing huge to prove. That's when the best things happen, that's when the city moves. Clean guitar city, cold bass, low groove, so pretty. No one here needs more than this. A hook, a walk, a little risk. Clean guitar city, you make the whole night feel pretty. Not sweet, not loud, just right. In a clean guitar city night. Clean guitar city, oh, clean guitar city. Every time I hear that tone, the whole block comes back to me, and you along with it.
Almost home, still out. That's where we always are. Almost home, still out. Under the last train dark.
You said you should head back soon, but kept matching my pace anyway. We crossed the light, past the bridge, let the station stay behind us. The night wasn't dramatic enough for anyone else to call it important, but I knew by the way you stayed, it already mattered too much. The air had that late week feel, a little tired, a little polished. Cars sliding by without a sound, like the city had switched to indoor mode. Your voice sat low between us, never trying to own the silence. That's what made it easy to walk, that's what made it hard to leave. No big scene, no perfect line, just your shoulder near mine, and the road going blue. Almost home, still out, street light on your mouth. You never say the heavy part, still I hear it somehow. Almost home, still out, soft keys, clean road, night route. I like the in-between of us more than I should right now. We passed the diner, still half lit. Someone stacking chairs inside. A song leaked through the kitchen door. One soft drum, one nose line. You smiled and said you'd save that place for a night we weren't this tired. I didn't say I wanted that, but I think it crossed my face. There are people who rush the moment, try to lock it down too early. You always leave the edges loose, and that's what keeps it modern. That's what makes one quiet block feel bigger than a rooftop bar. That's what turns one ordinary walk into something I replay in parts. Give me almost, give me still, give me one more downhill street. Give me your hand in your pocket and your steps in time with me. Give me this not quite ending, give me this half-lit town. I don't need you fully mine to keep hearing this sound. Almost home, still out, street light road, night route. I like the in-between of us more than I should right now. Almost home, still out. That's how the best nights fade, not all at once, just block by block away. Quiet on the bridge, cars below, wind above. Quiet on the bridge, that's where you talk just enough. The rail's cold against your hand. You look down where the traffic bend. A low groove from some cafe block still carry through the air. No skyline fantasy tonight, just office glass and moving signs. And somehow that made it better. Nothing trying to be beautiful. You asked if I ever miss people more than places. I said maybe I missed the version of a place they leave behind. You nodded like you knew the kind of answer from the inside. Then turn back to the road below and let the silence land right. That's the thing with you, you never force the line. Still, the whole air changes every time you speak low. Quiet on the bridge, blue wind, soft kick, white grit. No one here but us in it, and the city under it. Quiet on the bridge, you say less, I hear more in it. That's how you stay with me long after the block is gone. A train passed and shook the steel. Your coat moved once against the rail. I wanted to say something clear, but clear would have broken it. This kind of night needs space, needs a little room to breathe, needs one clean guitar in the back. Not a speech, not a scene. You smiled when I said nothing. Maybe that was the right move. Maybe the best part of this is how little we have to prove. No need for old language, no need for borrowed warmth. The wind was enough, your shoulder was enough, the bridge was enough to hold it all. Give me office light reflections, give me one low city chord. Give me your tired half smile, looking down instead of forward. Give me a bridge after 10, and your voice in the dark. That's enough architecture for one permanent mark. Quiet on the bridge, blue wind, soft kick, white grit. No one here but us in it, and the city under it. Quiet on the bridge, you say less, I hear more in it. That's how you stay with me long after the block is gone. Every time I cross it late, I still hear your low reply in the traffic under me. No caption night, no post, no proof, no light. No caption night, still I remember all of it. We could have taken photos there, outside the shop with the white stone wall, but you just put your phone away and said not everything needs that. I liked you more for saying it, the block block already look too curated. No need to freeze what was moving fine. No need to make it smaller than it was. The playlist from the store still trailed one soft snare and the one low bass, and the whole crowd looked dead edited out when you stepped just next to me. No label screaming from the racks, no huge mood, no after party act. Just one clean city night and your face in the side mirror light. That's how it gets me. Not by trying, just by staying exactly the same. No caption night, keep it off the timeline. Let it live where it hit right, in the body, not online. No caption night, soft groove, cool air, white sign. You never said much, still I replay it all the time. You asked what song I'd save this for. I said one with guitar and doors. Something easy but not too soft, something like the way you walk. You laughed and said I sound tired. I said maybe tired is honest. Maybe the best things now come after all the noise is gone. A bus stop buzzed on the far end. Someone lit a cigarette by the curb. The whole street felt finished, well like a room no one wanted to leave. I've had nights that look better online than they ever felt in real life. This one's the opposite of that, and that's the only kind I keep. Don't give me a highlight reel, give me one real block to feel. Give me a voice now filtered down. Give me one night out of town, but still inside the city frame, still under signs and passing trains. That's enough to be the one I replay when the week gets numb. No caption night, keep it off the timeline. Let it live where it hit right, in the body, not online. No caption night, soft groove, cool air, white sign. You never said much, still I replay it all the time. No caption night, yeah. No caption night. That's why it stayed alive. Not because we saved it, because we let it pass by.
Last song at the shop, low enough to miss if you talk. Last song at the shop, you looked up right when it dropped.
The staff were folding the last few things. White light softer than before. A clean guitar, circle slow. Over one warm bass line, you leaned against the back wall, like you belong to closing time. Not to the crowd from earlier, not to the whole curated front. I asked if you knew the track, you said no, but you liked the air of it. That sounded like something you'd say, something small but exact. Outside the glass, the block kept moving. Inside the room, the groove stayed still, and for a minute it felt like the whole city had lowered its voice. That's when I noticed the way you stay calm, the way one quiet thing can pull me that far. Last song at the shop, one low end, clean chord drop. No one makes a scene of it, still the whole night shifts. Last song at the shop, you looked up then looked off. That 1 second stayed with me long after it stopped. nights that ask too much shine, too much meaning. This one didn't need any of that. It just moved like good design. You picked up a code from the rack, ran your fingers down the sleeve, and somehow that tiny gesture felt more intimate than speech. I've seen people chase the mood, try to build it from references, but the best part was never built. It was just there when you turned. The kick stayed dry, the roll stayed soft, the room stayed wide and almost done. And under all that easy control, I felt the week come loose inside me. Give me the last track, not the first impression. Give me the air after the crowd when the room gets honest. Give me a low you heading out and the sound of hangers shifting. That's enough to make one ordinary night feel impossible to finish. Last song at the shop, warm low end, clean chord drop. No one makes a scene of it, still the whole night shifts. Last song at the shop, you looked up then looked off. That 1 second stayed with me long after it stopped. Last song at the shop, that's